Oaks trailer review of Netflix's Shadow and Bone Season 2. I am so freaking excited to see what this season brings into the Grishaverse, and I hope you are too, so let's dive right in. This first scene is clearly the Darkling coming to get Alina and Mal from Novia Zem so they can hunt for the Sea Whip. And while it doesn't look entirely accurate, because we know the Darkling kind of just snuck in, it's more dramatic, which in a way is more accurate for the Darkling. Also, can we just appreciate how slow these people are running away? Like, as a person who's had to film a running scene before, I completely understand. But as a viewer, I'm like, why are you not running faster? Then we see the Nichevoya, which means Alina's probably gonna get that shoulder bite. And Kaz explains what the Nichevoya are.
Unkillable army made of shadow.
Now, this is curious because we don't really know how the crows are gonna be involved in this season yet. But then we see the Nichevoya attack what looks to be the palace, and I'm thinking, this has to be Nikolai's birthday party. Like, it just has to be. But then we see a new version of Alina's powers, and I gotta be honest, I don't love the fully glowing arms. I think it's a bit unnecessary. However, if this is how they're choosing to show her newly amplified powers with the Sea Whip's fetter in place, then I guess I can be okay with it. Jumping to Sermon's ship, we see Nikolai! Oh, he's so perfect! I'm so excited! But then we see Alina using an older version of her powers, which makes me think this is when Nikolai is still going by Sturmhond. And I gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed that they're not changing his face so we can have the big reveal, you know? Like, I was really looking forward to, I'm not just a pirate, boom! I'm a prince! But it doesn't look like we're gonna get that, so. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misinterpreting the trailer. Moving on, Alina talks about needing the power of all three amplifiers.
I need the power of all three.
Which I can get behind, because that's very much Alina's mindset in the books. But then we hear Baghra say it.
We must find Firebird and the Sea Whip. Take their power. Finish what you started.
And this I didn't like, because in the books, Baghra is very adamant that Alina not get all three amplifiers. We also see Baghra's eyes, which are very much not pools of darkness and shadow, meaning the Darkling didn't attack her. Like, what? What are we doing with Baghra's character? Whatever. I can move past it. I promise. We get our first glimpse of the Sea Whip, and it's very fast and very dark, so I didn't notice it the first 4 times I watched the trailer. But on the 5th time, I caught it. And I gotta admit, I was expecting it to be blue, like the book cover. It makes sense that it's not, but my brain does not compute. Then we see Nikolai's flying contraptions, and we see Alina taking one through the fold, and I think this is gonna be the scene where they attack the Volcra, and Alina has her first vision of the Darkling. I really hope they do those visions, because I need them. I need them. I need more Ben Barnes. And then we hear this quote.
Adventure. Danger. Now you're speaking my language.
Which is just so Nikolai. Like, it really encompasses his character in 10 words or less. And then the crows steal the effing show again. And it looks like Kaz is gonna be way more badass with his cane, but you know, he's still very Kaz.
Well, if you die, we don't get paid.
Then we see Alina using her powers on what I assume is Nikolai's ship, and it looks like This is her using her powers for the first time after getting the fetter. And the deeper into this trailer I go, the more I think I'm right about how her powers are being displayed versus how many amplifiers she has. Then we see this explosion of light versus dark, but it looks like Baghra is there also? And I gotta be honest, I don't really know what to make of this scene, except maybe Baghra will get her shadow eyes. Then we see a church of some sort, which looks like it might be more of the attack on Nikolai's birthday party. But the crows are there also, which raises a few more questions. Then we see Wylan! And Genya getting attacked by the Nichivoya, which means hopefully we get to see ruined Genya. And Matthias in Hellgate, which I'm very curious if they're going to break him out of Hellgate so he can be part of this next plot, or if they're going to leave him in Hellgate to make the Six of Crows plot more accurate. Then we get this scene. I have studied and analyzed and looked at this scene from every possible angle, and I still can't figure out who it is. I'm inclined to say it's Alina getting it on with the Darkling, masking his Mal, but I really genuinely can't tell, and I have no answers, but I desperately want some. Then they have this genius moment.
Are you willing to sacrifice that which is most precious to you?
The Darkling asks if she can sacrifice that which is most precious to her while showing a scene of her with Mal. Perfection. Utter perfection. And Tamar with her axes! And Wylan with a bomb! Then we get the flying ship again, and it looks like Alina's light has gone out, and the Volcra are attacking. Now again, I think this is the scene where they're flying through the fold and attacking Volcra. And if Alina's light has gone out, that means she saw the Darkling. Now I could be way off. This could be a different scene entirely, but if I'm right, that means we're getting those Darkling visions. And it looks like we're getting more Zoya and Inej content, something I didn't know I needed. And Kaz falling in the water. Oh, I can't wait to get his backstory. It's gonna hurt so good. Then the trailer ends with a face-off of Alina versus the Darkling. And that's it. The trailer was so good. It gave me everything, but also not nearly enough at the same time. Like, I need season 2 right now. I need it immediately. But what did you all think? What theories do you have? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to stay up to date on all my upcoming videos. You might have also noticed my lovely First Army shirt, which if you like it, you can go get yourself one at my Etsy shop, Biok Box, link in the description down below. It will be in a box with a Grishaverse map and a pair of Second Army gloves. But that's all the time I've got for this week. Thanks for watching.